Yes, and welcome again. Welcome again to, yes, another anime podcast where two guys talk about anime. I'm your host,
the Brood Badger.
Brood
me, Shino.
There you go.
Would you stop there?
No, because I realize I do it all the time, so I figured it's like, you gotta do it sometimes too.
Okay.
Dadgummit.
Fair enough. This week we're going over...
We're continuing with our theme with June as like, accepting oneself as who you are instead of how society, labels you. And one anime that I think fits that role pretty well is Fruit Basket.
And I do agree with you with that.
It's like, you know more of the manga than the anime, correct?
Yes.
Alright. And there are two different animes for Fruit Basket. There's its first one in 2001. It only has one season, roughly, I think 24 episodes. And for like halfway through it, for the most part, it follows the story, but it doesn't introduce a whole lot of characters.
Right.
Versus the new one that came out in 2019, that one committed to the whole story, introduced all the characters.
7 years ago.
No.
It's 2026.
Yeah, but there's a 10-year difference between those two. Roughly 10-year difference between the two.
Yeah.
No, 20. Almost 20 years difference between the two. Mercy.
You feel old now?
What do you mean now? You constantly remind me that I'm old.
I'm teasing you.
This is ageism, by the way. Anyway, so...
Moving on.
Why do I think that it's a good anime when it comes to accepting oneself, accepting others' faults? But not seeing them as faults, but more as their character.
Or quirks of the said character.
Yes. It's because trauma.
Trauma bonding.
Basically, that's how all the characters really get to know one another, is through trauma bonding.
Which is kind of ironic once you think about it.
Yes, but like you can either be, mope around and just like have it be a cloud over your head and let it affect your emotions. Or you pick your head up, face the sunshine, and get a smile on everyone's face.
By utilizing your own.
Exactly.
Because I've had experience with that as well.
Because in this show, you get people who have trauma from either loss or physical abuse.
There's no in between, is there? If I remember correctly.
I mean, not really. Some people actually got physically abused when they were children in this show. And other people lost a loved one.
Which garners a lot of...
There's even some emotional abuse, actually. Emotional abuse.
So it hits a lot of trauma triggers.
Exactly.
Or how trauma forms within, I guess you could say, the human body. Not human body, human psyche.
I want to say form, but how it affects us inward and outward.
I was using the wrong vocabulary.
There you go.
My bad.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. I speak Shino.
I guess you do? If I have my own language.
I mean, I figured it was your wheezing when you're laughing.
Yes it is.
There you go. It means he's happy.
Well, yeah, that's kind of obvious.
But, to kind of give a brief description of it, we follow our main heroine, whose name is Toru Honda, and we find her living in a tent in the mountains. High school girl, by the way. Living in a tent in the mountains. No, this isn't Los Angeles. This is in Japan. Now,
Classic Japan.
Now, why is she living in a tent on her own? Well...
Answer.
Because she didn't want to be a bother to her friends whenever her grandfather needed his house renovated so that more of his family could move in with them because that's part of their culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when when an elder gets too old, you don't want to put them in a home. You build a new home with them. And it's same case nowadays too. I mean, you have some grandparents or extended family members that live with family.
Yes, I know not mine right now at least, but
Yeah, but it does happen.
It does happen, at least in my case.
Yeah, it does happen. Now, he told her that this was happening and was wondering if she had a friend that she could stay with until the renovations were done. One friend lives in a 1-bedroom apartment and another one has a large family. She didn't want to be a bother, so she just decided, I'll live on my own one day, so I'll just live in a tent. And it's like, sweet child, no. No, you can ask for help.
I don't want to be a bother now.
Sweet child, you can ask for help. She still has that bright, sunny grin. It's where she finds out she's living on someone else's property.
On complete accident.
Complete accident. I mean, there's no way she would have known. I mean, why would someone need all that mountain front property?
Fair enough.
I don't ask someone in Montana. I don't know.
and the difference between the 2001, they have more, I guess you could say, the more cringy, big anime eyes.
I guess so. I mean, it's still kind of big, but we're talking like dish size eyes for the animation, and the triangle mouth for happy.
I couldn't when we were watching the first.
I knew what his reaction was going to be, but I still wanted to see it, so I showed him the original one first before showing him the modern one.
I was giggling at the art style for 2001. Nothing to offense to it. No offense.
I mean, that's where our animation was back. Their animation, the studio's animation was at that point.
And then, in comparison to the 2019 one, which is quite recent,
it's quite the glow up.
And from the certain part you showed me about it, from what I could tell, they took basically the increased budget from what it looks like and ran with it.
I mean, it's like Scrooge McDuck handed them a check and says, "Write your number on this."
Yes, sir.
And they didn't disappoint. Because the newer version, like I said, it continues the story, so the story is longer. But overall, the purpose of the storytelling, the characters all still have their troubles, their pains and sorrows, and find ways to accept themselves or who they are,
mm-hmm.
and be accepted by people that they actually care about.
Which, that's what I like about it.
Yes.
Kind of supports people.
Yeah.
Just supports being human, I guess you could say.
Yes. And we can go on more with the details of this show. Let's do it. So, she finds out one of her classmates lives on that property. And this classmate is super popular in the high school. It's scary, super popular.
To the point where he has a fan club.
Yes. Yeah, the introduction to said fan club in the original one is so much more annoying than when they modernized it. They realized they don't have to make it too cartoony.
Yeah.
They realized they didn't have to do that, which I can appreciate.
They still made it a little bit dramatic.
Well, yes, they're over dramatic. These are high school children. These are high schoolers. They don't know how to process emotions.
I don't have an argument.
They look at that student and they see a thing. They claim they see a person, but not by allowing no one else to get close to that person. You're treating it like a thing.
My precious.
Essentially, yeah. So in a way, they're doing harm, honestly.
Indirectly, though.
Still harm.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, I think I was looking at it like, what are they doing?
They are protecting their quote-unquote prince.
Protecting.
By protecting, they are policing and regulating what everyone else can do around him.
Which I don't think that is beneficial, but...
I mean, I'm just saying...
That's my opinion.
They have a career in politics.
What do you mean by that?
I said what I said, and I'm standing by it.
What do you mean that they have a career in politics?
As in they get to regulate what people can and can't do, especially involving with other social groups.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can challenge me on that. Come on.
I'm not going to. Because that's not what this podcast is about.
Of course. And then we get introduced to Toru Honda's two best friends, who themselves were not accepted by, I guess, society. But her and her mother accepted them into their house, into their family.
So they're protective of...
They're very protective of her because to them, our main heroine, Toru Honda, was their first best friend. And she lost her father and her mother. But still has that smile.
That's good. That's the good part of dealing with trauma.
Yeah. Yes. And if any of you are wondering, it's like, what's the grandpa doing all this time? Well, he's getting his house renovated.
That's about it.
Yeah. It's,
nothing much to say.
Honestly, you can probably see him once or twice. And the rest of Toru's family is jerks. Honestly. They treat her like trash. And they will be dealt with like trash. Control Alt Delete.
This is not DDLC.
Oh, darn. But we get to see how Toru lives. She works for a living because her goal is to eventually live on her own.
Mm-hmm.
And she returns back to her tent to be discovered by the student and his cousin, his older cousin, who is my favorite character in this whole show, by the way. I love Shigure. But he's a total troll to everybody. He's lovable, too.
Yeah.
Hey, except for the one time he's basically using Toru emotionally, but you know.
Fair enough.
But at the same time, it's like, I can admire the man playing the game. Trying to outplay the head of the family here. I can admire that.
You can admire it?
I can admire it.
Fair enough. Fair point.
And so, find out that she's been living in a tent on their property. So, they did what any rational person would do. They invite her to stay. In case any of you guys were wondering, this is a romance comedy slice of life.
Rom-com, yes.
Yes.
So it's not supposed to make sense.
I mean, you know, kindness of strangers, that exists.
That it does, yes.
So they're now showing her room, and then in comes in our next character, part of the main cast, as you will. Mm-hmm. This will complete our main cast, as we got Toru Honda, Yuki Soma, who's the popular boy of school, and now enters Kyo-sama, another cousin to the Soma family, who comes in and immediately wanting to fight Yuki. Just immediate. He literally falls through the ceiling.
Let me fly.
He literally falls through the ceiling to start a fight.
What? Okay, Akaza.
But Toru, the pacifist that she is, knowing that there's another way to deal with issues other than your fists, tries to stop them. So she falls on Kyo. And then Kyo gets up, except he's not a boy anymore, he's a cat.
Okay?
I thought you've seen this before.
Yes, I have. I'm still laughing.
He's a cat. So, in her panic, she runs into Yuki and Shigure, and Yuki turns into a rat, and Shigure turns into a dog.
This might be weird to our audience.
And you may be wondering, why are you giving this out so much? It's like, well, this is kind of like the big plot twist. About 14 members of the Soma family are cursed with the zodiac spirits. Plus the cat. Because in this story, they have a zodiac story where the cat was supposed to be invited to a banquet, but was tricked by the rat. And so it's not included with the other 12 zodiacs.
Kind of with if you're an astrology buff.
So those who were born with the zodiac spirit, which there can only be one. Mm-hmm. There's no 2 cats. There's no 2 rats. It's like it's one. It is one. Some members of the family know of this curse. Others do not. But like they will see you as that animal.
As a cat, okay.
But the cat is considered the cursed creature of the family that is cursed.
I probably have to do some brushing up.
Yeah, so he's often ostracized or shunned.
Which I can understand that. I relate to it.
And with the rat, like, people expect so much from him. Therefore, of course, cat and the rat won't get along.
That's kind of like, that's a tale as old as time.
Yeah, and if you're the cow, you'll be seen as the cow.
Moo.
Exactly. It's like whatever characteristics come from the zodiac animal, they will push onto you. So you're literally being labeled and being treated and judged as what that label is.
As an animal, they're being put in a box because of that.
Pretty much. They get the special treatment on the outside. To the outsiders, they're getting special treatment. But really, they're just being put in a cage.
That is probably painful for them.
So it's like, because everyone's on the outside looking in, it's like, oh, that must be nice. But they're on the inside looking out from bars. And this is where more trauma comes up. Because they all get mentally and physically abused by the head of the family. Who themselves were also mentally and physically abused. So it just goes to show you
that it's not the right move.
It's never the right move, but, you know, it's a behavioral thing.
Yeah. Because if you're... My whole thing is if...
Because they were meant to be, you know... They were meant to be seen as strong, independent.
That's not strong.
The symbol of the family, even to the outside families, even to the distant family, they will be seen as the head of the family. So therefore, they must be strong and run the family with a
iron fist.
Well, more like a clenched fist.
Okay.
Sometimes with a
iron fist.
Nah, clenched fist with a whip.
Fair enough. Or the chankla.
What's that?
A slipper.
No, they don't use slippers here. They don't use slippers like that.
Oh.
This is Japan.
I'm just slow today. I'm sorry.
Nah, they use whatever. They use a whip.
And nay.
How dare you? You neigh your last ha.
I'm sorry.
How dare you? You apologize to the listeners for that one.
I apologize.
Oh, gosh.
I'm being cringy.
And on purpose, too.
Yes, I am.
But it's a good anime to kind of watch. I mean, I'm not really into like the whole emotional animes. I love comedy. I love action. But this is a very, emotionally investment anime that you could watch.
You could watch probably at home if you're wanting to get invested into the emotional stories of each character.
Yep.
This might be a good choice for you.
Yeah. And like the modern one, we have more background to each character.
More depth into each character.
Moreover than they just appear and they have maybe 5 minutes of dialogue and that's it. But, some of these characters have their quirks.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, well, for one, Kagura, the boar spirit.
Yeah.
Alright, she is just head over heels for Kyo. As in, she will bend him head over his heels.
Like, quite literally.
Physically, she will bend him. If you could bend bones, she will do it. But out of love.
That is starting to sound oddly familiar to another anime I've watched, but it's not appropriate for this channel.
Okay. Keep that to yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Keep that for your midnight sessions.
No, it's not that!
And then we got Yuki's older brother. I think it's Aya? Aya? Yes, Aya. Alright. Looks like Yuki. Acts nothing like Yuki.
I mean...
And is quite comfortable with his feminine side. And that's all I can say. It's like, but I find him hilarious.
How do you find him hilarious?
Well, because he's an older brother trying to reconnect with a younger brother that he had shunned away. And it's just, he's doing everything he can to do it. And everything he knows, he will make Yuki angry. But he does it anyway. Just for the lulz.
Okay. I was just curious on how you thought of him as funny.
I just find him funny. I mean, what he's trying to do, very noble. Very noble of him.
But
I just find him funny.
Fair enough, I guess.
He's trying to do a serious thing, but he's not a serious person.
Like how we can't take each other seriously for 5 minutes.
No. But you get to learn more about all the characters, their traumas. You might find one character that has a similar trauma to you.
And you can...
I mean, and what I like about this, there's not really a bad guy. There's a bad person. I won't call him a bad guy. Because, a bad guy, they got a clear-cut goal. Just make everybody miserable.
And there's not really that.
There's not really that. There's just, the consequence of having trauma and not being able to...
manage it, right?
Not able to manage it or get away from it.
Yeah,
because you got people... I'm going in psychology right here. You have people who treat their offspring the same way they were treated. So, if, their one parent was a drunken abuser, odds are when that child grows up, they'll also be drunk and abuser.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I'm learning new things every day.
Just like how someone would end up probably marrying someone that's like that person that they grew up with. It's a higher statistic than what you may think.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that because I oddly agree with it. But you would normally find a romantic partner that kind of reflects.
Well, to them, it's still, that was home for them.
And that's all they knew growing up.
Exactly.
So anything else would be uncomfortable for them, right? If I'm getting that correct?
More or less, it's a very sketchy part of psychology, of abnormal psychology.
I'm not a psychologist myself. So.
I did some studies.
Fair enough.
I did some studies. There's my degrees over your head.
I know, you have 3.
I have 4, thank you very much. I have 4, thank you very much. Now I gotta compete with Shaq for one more Masters. Darn him.
You gonna do that?
No.
Okay.
Not until I get money. More money, I should say.
Moving on.
But, it's more about, it's not just about, seeing people going through the tragedies and just not just rising up above it, but it's being able to be around somebody who sees the good in you, and you want to see that good. Because like you have this life, people telling you who you are, what you are gonna end up being, versus that one person that says you are a good person, and you want to see that good person.
Basically, a change in perspective based on the people that are around you.
It's a change of perspective and attitude towards yourself, because you have people waving their finger in your face, and you're going to start believing what they're saying about you. But then you get one person, then another person, and then another who's actually seeing the good in you. I mean,
like, it would kind of be an increase in self-respect too.
Exactly.
If you surround yourself with people like that, they will show you that you are respectable, and that will help. That can help your confidence.
Exactly. I mean, some of these people, they have a tragedy, but they still laugh it off. Why? It's life.
Sometimes that's...
So...
Basically the message being, don't let trauma define
trauma
your
or
pain.
Someone else's trauma define your pain.
Yes.
And we all suffer the same thing. We're all going to suffer the same fate. One day, we're all going to be in the ground.
It's just a matter of how you process it.
But it's just going to matter how many people do you make a difference in their lives along the way.
And either it be preferably in a positive light, and rather than negative.
So, that's what we got to say. Hope you guys give Fruit Basket a try. I mean, honestly, watch the first episode or season of the Fruit Basket from 2001, and you'll just be that much more appreciative of the Fruit Basket 2019. It has 2 seasons, and I do believe you can get the 2019 one on Netflix and Crunchyroll, so possibly also Prime.
I think so. I don't know.
Give it a shot.
Or you can give it the shot. What did the sequel be? Not the sequel. The prequel be?
There is a prequel movie that focuses on Toru's parents.
Would that be a good starting point for them?
Not really. I say you watch the show first, then you watch the movie, because at least then you get an essence of like who Toru is, and then you'll be able to see that in both her parents.
Okay.
Because here's the thing: it's focused on 2 characters that are not even gonna be there.
That's fair.
We just love them because they created the sweetest anime girl on the face of the planet. I'm sorry, Anya. Step down. It's always Toru Honda. She's the sweetest girl.
Anya's cute in herself too.
No, she needs a role model, and it's Toru Honda.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed our rant.
This has been another podcast where two guys talk about anime with the Brood Badger and Shino
blasting off again.